Throughout every era of Call of Duty, elite players have come and gone. Many pros of the past have laid the groundwork for the COD scene today, only to vanish after years of competing. This is part 2 of Call of Duty pros who disappeared. ProoFy is an X Games gold medalist and was part of the first wave of Call of Duty pros. He made an impact on several prominent teams like Optic, Envy, and FaZe. His COD journey was filled with ups and downs, but now he has nothing to do with the pro scene. So what happened to ProoFy? ProoFy started playing Call of Duty in 2009 with COD 4 as he received it for Christmas, and then he started playing public matches, growing more involved. Eventually he started playing on the game battles ladders, which changed everything for him. Sharp became his duo and they advanced through the online brackets. When he started playing in the pro circuit ladders, he initially struggled against pro teams, which led him to start grinding scrims and getting better at the game. After roster changes, ProoFy gained recognition in the scene, and a major move in his early career was joining Envy. Then whenever the Black Ops season came around, he joined Optic Gaming. His talent drew top teams and he moved around before joining Quantic Leverage with Aches, TP, and Scump, finishing well at 2 tournaments and then returning to Optic once again. In Modern Warfare 3, ProoFy found himself on Envy. He would remain with the team for over 2 years, becoming a prominent player in the scene. In Black Ops 2, ProoFy never placed outside the top 10.
Stop the cap!
And Team Envy won UGC Niagara in 2013. At 2013 COD Champs, the biggest tournament of the year, ProoFy made it all the way to the grand finals where they fell to Farico Impact in one of the most thrilling matches in COD Champs history. He stayed with Envy for a short period during Ghosts before joining FaZe. He achieved a 6th place finish with FaZe at the 2014 COD Champs and eventually became the captain for FaZe Black. Later he joined Optic, replacing Embos, and went on to win MLG X Games with one of the most iconic clips in COD history.
Here's the positions and a great nade. Not going to finish off ProoFy now that trophy system goes down. And ProoFy actually going to get the kill.
Can he find a second as well, though? He is going to be in the door.
Wow.
ProoFy gets 2. There's one more there as well. ProoFy needs to be careful because he was very weak. The wallbang's going to come in. ProoFy stops shooting. He's going to look for the third. ProoFy's so close. There's another 3. The popping. ProoFy just went huge. Oh my God. ProoFy. Oh Lord bucket.
Look at this
Oh
man.
my God. What?
ProoFy became a gold medalist and remained with Optic for Advanced Warfare. This could be considered the peak of his career, but following this peak, his tournament placements started becoming more inconsistent.
ProoFy was shooting missiles. Bro, Prime ProoFy people don't talk enough about. I'm serious too.
Or what?
Yeah, I think Proof's biggest issues that he had as a player, that sometimes he would just get so lost in like the moment. He'd be a little undisciplined. Like Proof had one of the best gunnies that anybody has ever had in Call of Duty history.
Here he joined Optic Nation, but was unable to find that same success throughout the rest of the season. He bounced around several teams in Black Ops 3, struggling to find any more success. After a few more poor placements in World War II, ProoFy called it quits. He didn't compete until several months later, but by then it was clear that his COD career was fizzling out. In February 2019, he officially called it quits and retired from competitive Call of Duty. While he considered a return in Black Ops 4, he ultimately did not return and joined XSET as a content creator in August 2020, where he streamed and made content before departing from that team in 2023. Nowadays, he still streams on Twitch, but has distanced himself from the Call of Duty scene and doesn't follow it at all. He had a solid career in the early days of Call of Duty, but now he has disappeared from the scene.
He was going for play. Hold on, I'm gonna make a play. Proof, let me check bomb. He's on the white truck. That was bomb.
Let's get behind you.
Let's go! God, baby!
DylanCOD is from Northern Ireland and started his professional career in World War II. He quickly gained recognition with this team, performing well enough online to be recruited by a team for the CWL Birmingham Open, where they finished in the top 48. The team competed in several UK tournaments before Dylan's raw talent and gun skill caught the attention of Team Sween, where he played with them for a few events. He then moved to Brash Esports with players like Benji and D-Real. They participated in the CWL Champs Last Chance qualifier, where Dylan shined and helped carry them to qualify for CWL Champs. Following that performance, Dylan started to make a name for himself, and at CWL Champs that year, they finished in the top 24. People could see the talent from a mile away, but his early performances were slow to develop. His real breakthrough came during the Black Ops 4 season with Team Reciprocity. He caught the attention of many players around the pro scene because of his cracked gameplay and high-speed approach to the game. His movement was seen as a key component of his success, and his high-risk, high-reward gameplay made him one of the hardest hardest players to locate on the map. He earned a spot on Team Sween once again for the Black Ops 4 season.
Difficult gunfight to win. Zero is out on the bomb. And he has to make a move. Yeah, Red no, yes. So realistically, there's no chance he wins it. Never mind! Dylan! Oh, Lord! The man has a sub!
And found a lot of success with them through online tournaments, eventually qualifying for CWL Las Vegas in November 2018. His team's average placements were pretty inconsistent, hovering around a top 8 finish. His playstyle, while entertaining and individually effective, was criticized for not always aligning with disciplined team play. His ability to take over a map was clear, but like I said, it was high risk, high reward, and it may have been a limiting factor for his team's overall success. Regardless, at one point he was considered a top 5 SMG in the game, despite this being his first official season in the CWL. He played well enough with Team Sween to earn a spot on a more established organization known as Reciprocity, with notable players like Wuskin, Tommy, Zed, and Shawnee, further boosting his reputation in the pro scene. He was a special player in Black Ops 4 despite not having any tournament wins to prove it, but his season ended strongly as he placed 4th at the CWL 2019 playoffs and earned a top 6 finish at CWL Champs, marking the end of a legendary run this season.
He's going to take down his teammate and ProoFy, but all in all, it's a very positive outcome here at Dylan. No! What are you... Oh my goodness!
On top of that, he was named a 2019 Pro League All-Star, and everything seemed to be looking up for DylanCOD. The transition to the franchise CDL marked a new chapter for Dylan. He joined the London Royal Ravens, an organization that he would represent for the next 2 seasons. His initial move to the Ravens was met with high expectations, and he was seen as one of the best SMG players from Black Ops 4, so London was hoping to plug him into the roster and find more success. He joined other European talent like the twins Wuskin and Scraps, Jerd, and Shawnee. While he continued to hover around a 1 KD, he was nowhere near as impactful as he was in the Black Ops 4 season, and London finished with a respectable but underwhelming 6th place on the season. His gameplay was slowly declining, but London showed up at the biggest tournament of the year. In Winners Round 1, they lost to Toronto Ultra, but then went on a 3-match winning streak before losing to Chicago Huntsmen in Losers Round 5. They finished the event in 4th place and got a pretty nice payday because of it, but Cold War was when everything crumbled for Dylan. London Royal Ravens were the worst team in the league for the first stage and not much better through the second. DylanCOD saw a drastic decline in his gameplay, and it was clear a roster change was needed. In April 2021, after stage 2, London announced that DylanCOD was benched for his poor performances, and the abruptness of his departure combined with the absence of any official statement made him a subject of reoccurring discussions and speculation within the Call of Duty competitive community. There's never been like a formal retirement video or a statement from Dylan himself, and without an official explanation, the community filled the void with its own theories and rumors, often alluding to out-of-game stuff and personal issues. These rumors gained even more traction with the input of other professional players.
Give us all a little bit of a scoop real quick. So DylanCOD.
I don't know if I could say this.
Yeah, I don't know about that one either.
I don't know if like
we'll back
I don't
up.
know.
Then.
He
We'll back
turned
up.
into a mob boss overnight. Like
Okay.
yo, he was yo.
The
he was
chat
very upset with us.
really wants to know what you mean by having fun. Okay.
Fist bumps, you feel me? All I know is he told me I wasn't making it on that plane.
Okay.
The specific, albeit unconfirmed, allegations of substance abuse and conflict with his teammates makes this narrative stand out as the most plausible explanation for his disappearance. While we may never truly know what went down with DylanCOD, it was clear that he was dealing with some personal issues. There's a lot of lore and speculation about Dylan's disappearance, but I hope that if he was struggling in any way, he was able to bounce back and get the help that he needed. His mom even went on Twitter to defend him, and the last time I've seen him on the internet is this picture from April 2023 with his family. He deactivated his Twitter account, which further reinforces the finality of his decision, and while Wuskin was in contact with him in 2022, nobody's heard from him since. It's honestly a crazy situation, and
DylanCOD is probably one of the biggest what-ifs in COD history.
Sharp began playing video games at the age of 5, starting with Mario Bros. And Donkey Kong, before getting into competitive gaming at age 10 with Halo on the Xbox. He started competing in game battles and played COD during COD 4, and between 2007 and 2008, he gradually climbed the online ladders before meeting other emerging players like Moho and Assassin. He then teamed with Rambo, Big Timer, and Dodgers at the MLG National Championship in 2009. This was at a time when the pro scene was just beginning to establish itself, showcasing the raw, untamed talent of a new generation. By the end of 2011, before he turned 18, Sharp had already accumulated $5,200 in in tournament winnings. Now, while that may not sound like a lot right now, earning that much money from gaming was unheard of, and Sharp proved that he could turn this into a career if he kept his head down and kept on grinding. Later, Sharp would play with teams like Team Fear and Icons during the Black Ops season. Here, he hit a rough patch with his highest placement coming at MLG Raleigh in 2011, where he achieved a top 8 finish. After a small break in MW3, Sharp would continue to grind, rejoining Team Fear for the start of the Black Ops 2 season. But everything changed when a new team came on the scene, Team Caliber. After a 5th place finish at COD Champs in 2013, Sharp eventually received an invitation to join TK, and this would change his life forever. They would break onto the scene with the roster of Sharp, Boonjar, Theory, and Neslo, and take the Black Ops 2 season by storm, finishing in the top 4 at every event they attended for the rest of the season. Sharp would stay on the team going into the COD Ghost season, and TK became a popular team during this time. Through multiple roster changes, the captain remained the only consistent figure fans saw on the roster. TK continued to perform well, finishing 2nd at the MLG Fall Championship and UMG Philly in 2014. They still found success but fell short of expectations at COD Champs in 2014, finishing in the top 16, their lowest placement since the team was formed. TK finally ignited their spark at the MLG X Games Invitational in 2014, which proved to be a legendary event in COD history. Their Sharp squad demonstrated dominance, defeating EG for the first time and facing Optic Gaming in the grand finals. Now, we all know how it went down, but this match was closely contested, going all the way down to a map 5 search and destroy on Sovereign, but Optic proved to be the better team, and Sharp earned a silver medal at the first COD X Games. It was also during this time that Sharp became more popular on YouTube, amassing a strong following over the years and consistently giving back to the community. He was considered a tier 2 personality in the scene, ranking behind notable figures like Scump and Nadeshot, as he consistently streamed and posted high quality content, always giving back to the scene, which made him a love figure during this time. His loyalty to TK continued through Advanced Warfare, winning UGC Niagara in 2015, but he was not able to replicate his earlier success from the early days of Call of Duty, and eventually the Black Ops 3 season marked the end of his time with TK after failing to qualify for the Stage 2 Pro League. He had been with TK since it began and was a legend within the organization. For many, it felt like the end of an era when he announced his departure from the team. Sharp's final years of competing included brief stints with Pure Gaming and Ascendant Gaming, with his professional career officially ending on March 21st, 2018. He continued streaming, playing Call of Duty, and even streamed Warzone for a time before switching to Omegle content on YouTube. He had built his following and made the transition to become a full-time content creator for a time, but in July 2022, Sharp disappeared from YouTube, eventually returning about 2 months ago to share a life update since competing. He said that he started a successful business with his brothers, selling barrels of bourbon in Kentucky, while also becoming heavily involved in crypto. He also got married and started a family, which further kept him from creating content. But nowadays, he focuses on his business with his brothers in Kentucky, and while he didn't disappear from the internet completely like others in the video, he did step away from the COD scene entirely and streams Marvel Rivals to this day. His legacy is secure, and his story shows that for some, the greatest victory is won outside the server.
Hey, look at my bank account. Look at my bank account. Carry on. Look at my bank.
Mir was born in Las Vegas, Nevada, and started playing video games with Rainbow Six Vegas on the Xbox 360. This is where he was introduced to competitive gaming, but once Rainbow Six was removed from the MLG Pro circuit, he began playing Call of Duty, and from there, his career took off. Initially, his parents were not supportive of gaming, telling him to join the military or get a regular job. He was even working at Starbucks at one point, but quit his job and wanted to pursue gaming. He knew he had the special talent and could elevate his game to the next level, so he asked them to give him just 1 month to prove that he could succeed in Call of Duty. After a noticeable showing at UMG Chicago in 2012, Mir was picked up by the rising powerhouse Farico Impact, alongside Karma, Parasite, and Killa. The team dominated the start of the Black Ops 2 season, winning 4 consecutive events, including the biggest one of the year, COD Champs 2013. In just 1 month, and in his first ever COD Champs appearance, he won the tournament and earned $100,000 just from this one event. The final moments of the grand final were the pinnacle of his competitive life, with Mir delivering a critical 2-piece, which set the stage for Killa's final clutch.
Miracles, he's got to keep that bomb off, and now Rambo going for the defuse. Where is Miracles? Oh, Miracles! Goodness!
Oh my God, the name!
Goodness!
Miracles!
No, you didn't!
The clutch! We're going to see that in the round ending kill cam. No way! How? This is it.
Get out of here! Throws the solo my goodness. 1 kill, 12 seconds left on the clock. ProoFy has to go back. Killer's gonna have to chase ProoFy. ProoFy has to go for the defuse here.
He's done it.
He's gonna get it.
Killer's gonna get it.
He does it.
We have a world champion.
Wins the championship. Rico, your winner here, the Call of Duty championship winner.
The victory at 2013 COD Champs was a defining moment for his career, and his impact on his pro career cannot be overstated. For most professionals, a major championship is a launching pad to sustained success and progressively higher earnings over a decade, but for Mir, it was an outlier that would forever skew his career statistics. The period after 2013 Champs was marked by a decline in both Mir's team stability and his competitive success. The legendary Rico Impact roster quickly fell apart, and Mir's career became a whirlwind of frequent roster changes. Mir played with nearly the same teammates for most of his career, demonstrating a loyalty to his friends, but it did hurt his placements in the pro scene. Outside of the 2014 Winter Invitational, Mir did not win any more tournaments in COD Ghosts before receiving an offer to join Optic Nation. His time with Optic could have revitalized his career as a part of the Green Wall, but he never achieved the same success that he did in Black Ops 2. He always kept his close-knit group of teammates, especially with his longtime duo Killa, and this loyalty led to some bad roster decisions that prevented him from playing with higher caliber players. He played for Elevate at the start of Advanced Warfare before joining Optic Nation for the remainder of the season once again.
In a 1 versus 3, going up against Natrox, Formal and Scumpy. He does manage to pick up 1 kill. Now just Scumpy and Formal alive, and you can see from where he actually got that original kill to where he is now. That's going to be the second kill. Miracle's playing this fantastically. It's now a 1 versus 1. Formal 3-3 versus a 4-3. Miracles, you can see on the minimap exactly where both players are. Miracles spots him. He goes to the side and gets the kill in midair. Miracles with the 1 versus 3 clutch. That's huge play.
Optic Nation placed 3rd at 2015 Gfinity, and with the emergence of the CWL, he reunited with his friends on Complexity. He never found much success in the CWL era and slowly started losing his passion for the game. Throughout Infinite Warfare, he had stints with Insomnia and Denial, or he stopped wanting to show up for events entirely.
I didn't want to go to Birmingham. Me missing an event, that's not something I would have ever done before. I used to love playing Call of Duty, bro. When I used to love playing Call of Duty, it was like missing an event. That shit was the end of the world, bro.
His last major competition was in 2016, where his team finished top 12. This was a big step down from the podium finishes that marked his early career, and after 2016, he kept playing in smaller online tournaments, with his last online competitive events being in 2021, where he took part in a few Twitch rival events playing Warzone and Cold War. Mir's career is a story of 2 parts, a spectacular quick rise to a historic championship, followed by a slow and quiet decline. In the past year, Mir has faded away from the Call of Duty scene entirely, aside from doing some kill bets on Warzone, but he remains a legend, forever part of Call of Duty esports history. Whether it was burnout, personal choices, or the brutal reality of esports, each story shows how quickly things can change at the top. Each of these stories remind us that even champions aren't immune to Call of Duty's toughest challenges. This has been a really fun and interesting series to do, so let me know who I should do next, because there's so many COD pros that have come and gone. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, check out part 1 to this video. It should be on the screen right now. But I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, peace.